Hey there, this is James with e16.co again, and just picking back up where the last tutorial left off, where we set up a Ping21 server manually using GitHub and manually running the server and everything. Some of you might have been thinking, well, wouldn't it be nice if somebody just set that up in a Docker container and then you could just run it and not have to worry about all that configuration and setup? Well, that is available, so let's take a look at how to do that. All right, and so now that we went through all that effort to get everything set up, let's take a look at something interesting here. And let's just see what our server is we're running. And let's go ahead and kill that, so I don't want it to run in the background anymore. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at this other command called 21cell. 21cell is sort of like the next step as far as aggregations and built-in services to be able to sell. So let's just see what's available off the list here, 21cell list. And we're seeing that there is a available 21 microservice which is called Ping. Okay, so just at a higher level, this is a sort of a layer that 21's built on top of the 21 platform, which means that it will actually manage and run these microservices for you. You just have to tell them exactly which services you want to run. So rather than downloading, libraries, cloning Git repos, whatever, you can just say, hey, there's this microservice called Ping. I want to run it. So do it. So all I have to do is say, not 32, 21, cell start Ping. And we say yes, install all that stuff. And an interesting thing that's going on in the background here that you sort of notice it's installing Docker. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty, from what I've been looking at, it's basically taking a Docker image with the Ping21 software, pulling it down, installing it, running it. So that's why it doesn't require any other configuration from you, the user. It just uses the system that it's running on to host that service. All right, and at some point during the installation, you might see this warning where it says log out, log back in. So let's go ahead and do that. Log out, and we'll SSH back in, and run that same command again. Say yes, run 8080, 21 password, and it has generated another machine wallet for the micropayment server specifically. So this is the Docker container where the 21 Ping server is running. That's fine. All right, and it looks like everything is up. So do we want to publish it? Yes. Okay, and so it tells us there's a couple of commands we can run. So let's just say publish list. See what we got going on there. And you can see that there's a bunch of things that I'm actually running right now. If we want to look at this machine specifically, we can grab that IP address that we have, so that's 158. So you'll see here that the Ping21 server is running on 158. This is the one we were running a minute ago, so it just hasn't been able to realize that it's not running. But this one, the latest one that we did, 8080 Ping. So this is the one that's running in the Docker container that we didn't have to do any configuration for. And again, there's another sort of command here. You can run 21 cell status just to see what you're selling through the microservices here. You can see these are all running, and it'll go and try and grab your totals of Satoshis you've earned on them. And we can see here, so far I've got 0 requests and $0 worth of earnings off of the Ping application. And so we can also do detail to see even more details about the services that are running. And so here this sort of pulls in the information from the 21 status and shows you that. And it also gives you a example here. So let's run this 21 buy again here, and we got another Ping results here. I'm not too interested in that, but let's take a look at the 21 cell status, and it should tell us that we've actually earned some Satoshis. So we've got one request with a little under 2 cents. All right, so that's about it for today. We've shown you how to manually set up a Ping21 server and add it to the marketplace to be able to use by the Ping21 aggregator. We've also shown you how to use the Microservices 21 cell command to just run it inside of a Docker container where you don't have to really do anything to get it up and running. The Docker version with the 21 cell command is not available on some platforms such as Raspberry Pi. Depending on what platform you're running on or what sort of system you're running on, you may have to do the more complicated setup version. If not, I would always just try the 21 cell just to see if that works at first, and use that since that's way easier to get up and running. All right, thanks everybody.